ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। Let us resume our discussion on Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual discourses with his intimate householder devotee M., the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. It was on 18th October 1885 on the day of Vijaya Dashami of that year. You know, the Vijaya Dashami is the ultimate day of the Durga Puja, which is the biggest festival in West Bengal and as well as other parts of the country. There was a very useful discussion, an intimate discussion with Sri Ramakrishna and the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. कहा जाता है आश्चर्य वक्ता कुशलस्य लब्धा, and an interaction becomes fruitful when the speaker is wise and the listener also is attentive. Is both ways. One way we are delivering a good message, but if the listeners are not attentive, then the message will have no effect. On the other, when the listeners are attentive and the speaker is not wise, it will not have any effect either. But here in this dialogue, we find the speaker is Swami Sri Ramakrishna, the incarnation of God, the highest spiritual force in the creation, and the listener also is one of the greatest individual on earth, M., the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, who is a companion of God. He didn't come here to get liberation like you and me. He was born as a companion, eternal companion of God, because Sri Ramakrishna has endorsed that he saw him in the company of Sri Chaitanya. We know Sri Chaitanya was also another incarnation of God. So M appeared in that group, Sri Ramakrishna saw. He has come again to propagate the message of Sri Ramakrishna. So these conversations should be very attentively heard, cogitated, and then implemented in our life. There are three stages of learning. First is Shravana. It should be heard or read. First item. Then Manana. It has to be cogitated, rationally analyzed within the mind. Simply getting the input is not enough. The input has to be digested. and then digestion is not enough. It should be nididhyasana, realized in life. As Sri Ramakrishna says, it is one thing to hear about milk, it is the data, acquisition of knowledge. Then the milk has to be drunk. It has to be drunk and cogitated, drunk and digested. And thirdly, it should come to the इम्प्रूवमेंट ऑफ नरिशमेंट दिखाई पड़ना चाहिए. दूध के बारे में सुनना एक चीज़ है, दूध पीना दूसरा चीज़ है, और पीकर बल पुष्टि प्राप्ति करना तीसरा चीज़ है. जब तक बल पुष्टि प्राप्ति नहीं होती है तब दूध के बारे में जानना बेकार है. सो दिस नॉलेज फर्स्ट हैज़ टू बी हर्ड from a competent source, from reliable source. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is an authentic book. There is no dispute. It is not a bogus literature. It has been recorded by no other than M. the earmarked disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, born to propagate his message in writing. So source is authentic. Then the next part belongs to you or us who are to digest it, who are to analyze it within our mind. If there is a question that has to be resolved, simply hearing will not do. That is your role, to add your thinking process. And then whatever comes out should be implemented in life. And now let us see what is the message for today. I am reading very little portion of the scriptures. You might think, why such a short passage is being taken for weeks together? Because there is so much of knowledge embedded in every word of the scripture, of the line of God, that there is a sea of knowledge hidden within. Swami Vivekananda said, while explaining the saying of Sri Ramakrishna, Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva, to serve the world as a service to God. While explaining this, he said that cart load of books can be written on this single message of Sri Ramakrishna. झूड़ी झूड़ी बोई लिखा जाए, श्री रामकृष्ण के एक वचन के लिए हजारों किताब कम पड़ जाएगा. So we have to give proper attention to make it effective in our life. And now the doubts which have been raised here by the intelligent devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, like Mahendra Lal Sarkar, he was a great physician, homeopathic physician in those days. Even now he is a very considered to be one of the greatest physicians. Now he raised some doubts and Sri Ramakrishna is commenting on those doubts through M as a message to us. So let us have some recapitulation of what we discussed in last few weeks. Now, there is a book in the library of Mandala Sarkar where it said that it is good to do work for others. हम लोग भी मानते हैं परोपकारी परम धर्म है, सबको मदद करना चाहिए. The M said, that I narrated to them what you said to Shambhu Malik. Shambhu Malik was another devotee of Sri Ramakrishna, who was a great charitable person. He was a wealthy man. He did lot of humanitarian services. During the end of his life, when Sri Ramakrishna met him, now the Shambhu Malik said, please bless me so that I can leave all my property for the benefit of others. Now, Sri Ramakrishna asked him this question. Suppose you see God now, what will you pray? Will you ask a bunch of schools and dispensaries or highways to be built? You'll pray for it. Or you pray for your devotion, knowledge and joy. What is your choice? Meaning that we have to decide what we want in life. Simply doing some work and leaving the world without any illumination is a waste of our life. We are born to realize ourselves. We are told we are Satchidanand. Knowledge absolute, bliss absolute, existence absolute. This is our real nature, Satchidanand. All of us know it. The scriptures have been telling it for thousands of years. It has been an accepted truth that we are not this body, but an entity beyond this body. We are Satchidanand. But please review, let us ask every one of us, do we realize this truth? Rather, every moment we realize just the opposite. Just the opposite. It has been said that we are Sat, we never die. Is there anyone amongst us who feel that we will not die? Everyone knows they will die, which is contrary to our real nature. We deny ourselves. Secondly, it has been said that we are knowledge absolute. Does any one of us think that we know everything in the world? Obviously not. We know certain things, and more we know, the more we learn, we know less. जितना भी हम जानते हैं उतना भी हम को पता चलता है कितना कम जानते हैं. Thirdly, it is said here bliss absolute. आनंद का खाना है. कोई है जो बोल सकते हैं हमारे जीवन में कोई गम नहीं है, दुख नहीं है. It is a direct contradiction of our own entity. The goal of life is to resolve this controversy. Goal of life is to realize what we are. And that's why we are studying the scriptures. So we have to fix the priority, fix the specific goal of life. We may not be able to attain that, but let us not lower the goal of life. If we fix the goal, someday or other we'll reach it. मंजिल को सही रखना है. मंजिल को नीचा करने से आप कभी आगे बढ़ नहीं पाओगे. जहाँ पहुँचना है वो सही रख दो. वो है, they are not telling to realize God or anything else. Realize yourself. Learn who you are. That is the minimum thing to be attained in life. In the days of yore, when the student used to be sent, in those days it was Guru Griha Aradhana, residential system. The student has to be sent to the house of the Guru to get his knowledge, to stay there, residential, and get the knowledge, come back home. When the person used to come back, his father used to ask, "What did you learn, my boy? Please tell me." He would say, "I have learned literature, I have learned Ganit, I have learned Vigyan." जो सीखा है बोल देते हैं. Then the father will ask a counter question. Have you known yourself? दुनिया का सब चीज़ जान लिया, आपने को जाना नहीं. हमारा तो आत्मज्ञान नहीं हुआ. आत्मानम विद्धि, know thyself, go back, get this knowledge and come back to me. He used to go back to the house of the Guru asking, "Please instruct me who I am." So there are two divisions of knowledge, Paravidya and Aparavidya. In our scriptures it has been said in the Upanishad, "De vidye veditavye parachaiva aparacha." What are these Paravidya and Aparavidya? Tatra para. First, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, Shiksha, Kalpa, Nirukta, Vyakaram, Jyotish. So there are 4 Vedas and 6 Vedangas. These are all secular knowledge. Now, next, what is Paravidya, Athapara? Jaya Tad Brahmagmidam Adigamyati, by which we know ourselves. There is a spiritual wisdom must be compensated with secular knowledge. A bird cannot fly on one wing alone. We are all trying to become successful in life, but depending on one wing, that is secular knowledge. It is bound to be failure. Bird can never fly on one wing. It has to use both the wings. Other wing is the spiritual wisdom. That has to be augmented with our secular knowledge. A few of us are fortunate to have the opportunity to augment their secular knowledge with spiritual wisdom. They are chosen few by the grace of God. So here, Sri Ramakrishna is with us to show us the light of spiritual wisdom. He is telling the goal of life is to realize God, not to be engaged with work only. There is no harm in doing work, but that cannot be the end of our reach. कर्म एक उपाय मात्र है, लक्ष्य नहीं होता है. Work cannot be the goal. For Shambhu Malik, it was the goal of life. He was very satisfied, satiated. They have done a lot of work in this world. तो वो छात में पहुंचने के लिए सीढ़ी का अंतिम स्तर पर उपनीत हुए थे, लेकिन छात में उतरा नहीं. He has reached to the last step of the stair to land on the roof, but he did not land. He thought to reach the roof is the end, not to climb to the top. He has climbed up to the roof, but he could not land on the roof. Landing on the roof is seeing God in this very life. Let us not compromise. Fix that goal. It may sound fantastic, it may sound impossible, but that is the goal. Swami Vivekananda says, तब तक रुको नहीं जब तक लक्ष्य तक नहीं पहुंच सको. Stop not till the goal is reached. And all our doubts were represented by Swami Vivekananda in the form of Narendranath when he was a college student. He also was told to see God is the goal of life. He questioned, is it possible to see God? He asked so many people. And finally he met Sri Ramakrishna, who said, not only is it possible, I can show it to you. Give a challenge. And he has shown God in the living form. कोई पत्थर का मूर्ति नहीं है, कोई कल्पना नहीं है, जीता जागता भगवान को दर्शन किया, उनसे बातचीत किया, उनका आशीर्वाद प्राप्त किया, तब स्वीकार कर लिया. So that proves that our goal is a valid goal. It's not a fantastic goal, an imaginary goal. Swami Vivekananda came and went through this acid test of verification, and then it proved once for all that it is true, God can be seen. Sri Ramakrishna says, to see God is the goal of life. Swami Vivekananda confirmed, not only Swami Vivekananda, his companions from then to now, even now, people are seeing God in visible form. But those who want, they only will be able to see. First, you have to have a belief, confidence, viswas. Unless you believe in your goal, we can never achieve it. Goal fixing is most important. And the goal should be achievable goal. You cannot have a goal to fly on the moon. जो आपके सामर्थ्य में है, within your reach. So for the reaching of the goal, there are certain prerequisite qualification. Difficult, but 3 qualifications are necessary. One is the human life, human birth. ये जानवर कभी भगवान को लाभ नहीं कर सकता है. If you have any doubt, stand before a mirror and get confirmed who you are. You are a human being or anyone else. If you are a human being, then you have attained 33% mark, 1/3. 3 subjects have to be covered. One is मनुष्यत्वम. शंकराचार्य ने कहा दुर्लभम त्रमे वैतत देवानुग्रह हेतकम. The 3 items which are most rare in this world, which is obtained by the grace of God only. What are they? मनुष्यत्वम, मुमुक्षुत्वम, महापुरुष संश्रय. First is the human birth. Second, Mahapurush Sangshraya. We must be having a competent teacher, holy company. Who can be a more competent teacher than Sri Ramakrishna, God incarnate, whose message has been recorded by his authorized recorder M. So all of us have this human birth and a company of Sri Ramakrishna. There are millions of people in this world, hardly a small fraction of them has come in touch with the literature of Sri Ramakrishna. You must agree. So many people are there. But we are fortunate being, Devanugraha Hetukam, with the grace of the divine, we have been allowed to be in touch with the literature of Sri Ramakrishna. Do not take it lightly. हजारों को, कोटियों को नहीं मिलता है. They read so many things, but they have not been able to be exposure of this holy company of Sri Ramakrishna. So second subject is over. 66.66% is attained. Balance is 33.33. That is mumukshuttam, desire, intense desire to see God. Herein comes our participation, that we must have an intense longing to reach our goal. We know the goal. Here comes the secret of success in life. First is, we must fix our goal, which has been determined by Sri Ramakrishna. Second is, you must believe. You must believe that the goal is reachable by you. It may appear impossible, but you should realize that you have already got 66%, letter mark you have already got, first division. You have already got, you are not a beginner. You are not the primary school student. You have already got human life, company of Sri Ramakrishna, and the balance is your belief on the goal that is possible. And when you have believed in your goal, you don't have to do anything. You just stick to your goal. Stop not. Do not get compromised with anything which is less than your goal. That's all. Lot of offers will come. हम राजी हो जाते हैं, हम भूल जाते हैं कि हमारे कहाँ पहुँचना है, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. Herein comes this importance of this topic. Shambhu Mallik was a rich person. He was doing lot of charitable works. He has got lot of appreciation and the praises, accolades. He forgot. At the end of his life, he says, let me do some more charitable works. Sri Ramakrishna reminded, have you seen God? If God comes, will you tell him to allow to do more hospitals and schools and dispensaries? Or you will have some time to look at him. So this is the reminder Sri Ramakrishna is giving. In this context, Sri Ramakrishna says, it's an important revelation that I would like to read and explain shortly. Those who are born to do work belong to a different class. जो कर्म करने के लिए आते हैं उनका दर्जा अलग है. सिंपल मैटर, कठिन कुछ नहीं है. থাক আলাদা আছে যারা কর্ম করতে আসে. Some people are born to do work only and end their life there. They have compromised their goal. They have lowered down their goal. They are born to do work and end their life there. Why? Because when we do work, there is a joy. You have to understand, these people are not fools. जब कोई अच्छा कर्म करते हैं उसमें एक आनंद मिलता है. Whenever we do any work, we get attached. साधारणतया कर्म हम क्यों करते हैं? कर्म से हमारा कुछ फायदा होगा, फलाशा. We do the work with the expectation of getting any benefit out of the work. Always no fool will do the work. जब कोई हम कर्म शुरुआत करते हैं तब जोड़ लेते हैं ये कर्म करने से क्या मिलेगा, ये पढ़ने से हमको कौन सब्जेक्ट में क्या मिलेगा, क्या पोजीशन मिलेगा. कोई भी कर्म हम करें पहले हम जोड़ लेते हैं इससे क्या मिलेगा. तो फल के आसक्ति से कर्म करते हैं और वो फल का बंधन से हम लोग फंस जाते हैं. When we are told that if you do work with any expectation, then you get bound. Then you learn to do work without any expectation, work for work's sake. कर्म के लिए ही कर्म करते हैं. Some people are there like doing the school and benefit, the hospitals. There is no benefit for the Shambhu Mallik. Doing the work out of charity for doing good to others. He is not getting anything in return. That is a good activity. So there is another bondage of work which is karmasha. एक फलाशक्ति जो अपने लिए कर्म करते हैं, स्वयं कुछ पाने के लिए कर्म करते हैं, वो है फलाशक्ति. दूसरा है कर्माशक्ति. कर्म करने में ही उसका आनंद मिलता है. जब कुछ कर्म करते हैं उसको कहलाता है वर्कोहलिक. अल्कोहल में जैसे नशा बनता है वो आदमी को कर्म करने से नशा बनता है, कर्म का नशा बन जाता है. ही कैन नॉट रिमेन विदाउट वर्क. जो शराबी है वो शराब छोड़ के नहीं रह सकता है. जो सिगरेट पीते हैं वो सिगरेट बिना नहीं रह पाएगा. जो कर्म करने के लिए आते हैं, श्री रामकृष्ण कहते हैं वो कर्म करने बिना नहीं रह पाएंगे. दे आर ऑफ डिफरेंट दरवाज़ा, डिफरेंट थग, डिफरेंट क्लास ऑफ पीपल. वी आर नॉट बॉर्न हियर टू बिकम वर्कोहलिक. कुछ नशा को कर्म नशा में फंसने के लिए हम लोग नहीं आए. कर्म हमारे लिए मंजिल में पहुंचने के लिए एक उपाय है, ये याद रखना. बस कर्म करे लेकिन कर्म में अगर आनंद में मिले कोई तकलीफ नहीं है, लेकिन वो आनंद सर्वाधिक आनंद नहीं है. याद रखना. यू आर बीइंग चीटेड. वी आर नॉट हियर टू गेट एनी कॉम्प्रोमाइज. राजी नहीं होना. जब तक ईश्वर का आनंद ना मिले तब तक रुकना नहीं. जब कर्म में आनंद से हम लोग राजी हो जाते हैं तब हमारे आगे बढ़ने का रास्ता बंद हो जाता है. बंद कौन करते हैं? हम ही लोग करते हैं. उसमें क्या करना है? राजी नहीं होना. नहीं, गोल इज फिक्स्ड. आई विल गो ऑन अटेम्प्टिंग, ट्राई माई बेस्ट टू रीच द गोल. नाउ द गोल में सीम वेरी हाई, बियॉन्ड माई रीच. हम आपके लिए भगवान को दर्शन करना कोई आसान चीज़ नहीं है, असंभव का बात है. जो मुनि ऋषियों हजार साल तपस करके नहीं मिला, हम लोग को कैसे मिलेगा? मिलने का रहस्य है विश्वास. बिलीव. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू आस्क. गोल फिक्स करना चाहिए, इतना तक पहुंचेंगे. दूसरा इस पर विश्वास, हमें ज़रूर मिलेगा. कभी अविश्वास नहीं रखना पाएंगे. दो दे बिलीव इन देमसेल्फ दे विल विन. इसके बीच में कुछ नहीं है. कैसे मिलेगा ये प्रश्न मत करें. वी हैव इन्फिनिट पावर, इन्फिनिट जॉय विद इन. वी आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट. बट लेट अस नॉट डिनाई आवर सेल्व्स. इट इज अ ट्रेजेडी that we have so much of capacity. Every one of us is competent to realize God. What is lacking? Belief. We don't believe ourselves. We believe the entire world. We believe the Google, etc. We do not believe ourselves. That is the tragedy of life. Sri Ramakrishna says, realization of God is as simple as that. Believe in yourself, realize God, and have a smile of success. We will continue further in our next Sunday class. Niranjanam nityam ananta rupam bhaktanukampadhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namama. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Any question? If you have any question later, you can send me by your email. Collect the email number from Prahlad in the library or the Mott office. Let us conclude now with the chanting of Lord in chorus. Please join with me. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. There is an announcement. Today is lunar eclipse, Chandra Grahan. आज पूर्णिमा है. चंद्र ग्रहण पूर्णिमा में ही होता है और सूर्य ग्रहण अमावस्या में होती है. यू ऑल नो दैट. जो पूर्णमासी में चंद्र ग्रहण होता है उस समय में भगवान का भजन करना जरूरी है. लेकिन आज जो चंद्र ग्रहण का शुरुआत होगा, दैट इज़ 9:57 in the evening when our temple will be closed. And the ग्रहण चलेगा. आज पूर्ण ग्रास है, full moon, entire moon will be covered. If anyone of has seen, good. If not, you can see tonight. After 9:57, you will see that the sun is getting covered gradually. and बीच में after 11:30 or 12 you will see this, you will not see any light, entire sky will be dark, and at 10 past 1, 1:10, again the sun will be, again the moon will be seen, Purna. There will be full moon up to 9:57, up to 1:10. बीच में मून गायब हो जाएंगे. This is called Grahan, Chanda Grahan. You know, the students of science, it is eclipse. When the sun, when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, it happens periodically. So this is a very auspicious time माना जाता है ग्रहण काल में. यद्यपि हमारा मंदिर बंद रहेगा, we will not have any temple activities during that time, but those of you who are, will be possible for them, they can stay awake and utilize that time in doing your spiritual practices. Read some scriptures, do some bhajan, repeat the name of God, use the time in a constructive way, because it is said, what you do during the eclipse hours, his return is manifold. और उस समय में भगवान का भजन करोगे, एक बार करोगे तो 1000 बार का फल मिलेगा, ऐसी माना जाता है. तो अगर if you are those who are late goers of sleep, they can avail of this opportunity. It doesn't come every now and then. So this information can be utilized if it is possible. Thank you.